Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be going to barbecues. Maybe if you feel safe enough to do that, people are going to be talking about this stuff. So I want to bring in Justin Zhen. He's the co-founder and president of Thinknum, which tracks chatter on Reddit's Wall Street Bets board, among other ways of tracking other kind of metrics. Justin, what have you been seeing over the last 24 hours with some of these names that we've been discussing as far as the meme or the Reddit stocks go in this Wall Street Bets chatter?
Hey, Courtney. Yeah, sure. So last 24 hours, the number of mentions of AMC on Wall Street Bets has increased about 200% overnight. AMC is now the most talked about stock on Wall Street Bets. It has 2 times the volume of BlackBerry, which is second place, and it has 3 times the volume of GameStop, which is now in third place. And I would love to answer kind of your previous question about, does AMC fit into the valuation, which I can't exactly answer, but I will say if you look at the alternative data, the number of job listings for AMC is up 5,000%. The company is completely committed to just reopening all their theaters at scale. And then if you actually look at their locations on an individual location by location basis, you can see that a lot of their competitors have been a little bit slower to reopen. And some of their competitors have gone bankrupt and closed locations. So the CEO recently said they've gained 25% in additional market share, and the numbers do support that.
And Justin, that's interesting that you bring that up with locations and jobs, because I know that is something else that Thinknum can do as far as tracking this kind of data. And so do you think that that then is why AMC has been generating so much chatter, because there actually is also fundamental reasons behind this trade? Or is that not at all what you're hearing from this group in these chat rooms on these Reddit threads?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of fundamental reasons behind this trade. If you actually look at the threads themselves, you can see some Redditors are doing this kind of analysis. They're looking at places where AMC has locations. They're looking at mask mandates and understanding, how much sooner can they reopen to get that foot traffic back. So yeah, you are seeing a lot of deep due diligence being done.
And so, Justin, before we let you go, give us a clue to what might be the next AMC. What names are starting to be talked about here on the Wall Street Bets Reddit forums?
Yeah, so there's a couple of names that have popped up actually over the last week. One is Beyond Meat. It popped up 2 days ago, and it's picking up momentum. Chatter's up 900% in 2 days. Another one is Tilray. So wheat stocks were pretty popular about 2 months ago, and now it looks like it's consolidating into Tilray, one specific name. Chatter is up 400% week over week. And then the last one is Nokia, which has kind of been coming and going, but chatter right now is up 200% week over week.
Justin, thank you so much for bringing this data. Appreciate you being here with us on a Friday night. Have a great weekend. Let's go ahead and trade this one. Victoria, what do you think about the idea of Beyond Meat? I mean, that was a pretty hot stock for a while, and I feel like it's lost some of its momentum. I certainly haven't been talking about it as much as we first were when it debuted. Could this be a name that you would be interested in, Reddit crowd or not?
I don't think it's a name we would purchase into our strategy, but I can see where there might be more interest in something like a Beyond Meat versus an AMC. You do have the analysts that came out and upgraded the name. We are going back out to restaurants, and Beyond Meat has its partnerships with restaurants, so more people going out to eat, more purchases of Beyond Meat. But where I would be concerned is that the competition that we're seeing in that space. I mean, Tyson used to make the burgers for Beyond Meat, so it's not like no one else knows how to do this, and other people can come in and start making the same product. And you look at a company like, let's say, like Lamb Weston, right, that does the frozen potatoes, and they have partnerships with restaurants as well. Beyond Meat is valued at 7 times the other company, and they're in the same categories. So I just think you have to be very careful with these valuations, like with all the meme stocks, and really dig into those fundamentals and those balance sheets.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.